platforms yoo xam ne yaa ngi see dugal sa secteur lu ñoo yëngu ak tam seen vision ak aspirations yi nga xam ne président jox na leen ko pour ñu provide ko to the citizens. Also leneen li nga xam ne Department of Information Services tam fesal na ko mooy the Gambia Daily newspaper bi nga xam ne moom lañ dee launch on it's a e-newsletter. Ngeen tamit newspaper bi nga xam ne moom lañ dee joxe si ministries yi di basically list out activities yi nga xam ne sectors yi yëpp ñu ngi si involve. From the presidency down to every single ministry, department, agency, bu nekk government. Pour ku nekk rek ñuy la wax seen areas of activities yi nga xam ne ñu ngi ko def on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis pour fesal rek yi nga xam ne ñu ngi ko jeer towards seen aspirations or goals yi leen government setal. Gamna news agency buñ am la bobu tam ñu ko launch. They also have the bi-yearly magazine. Special assignment Futures Bitam bobu is another one bo xamne Doys are very proud of, because for the first time legi they'll be delving into sector bu neka dem si sector bobu fesal projects yi nga xamne mom la sector bi di def, interview ministers yi, directors yi ak ñi nga xamne ñu si field bi, binda lolu tam they could disseminate for public and citizen consumption. Under the Access to Information Commission, DOIS have registered achievement bo xamne ñu ngi train on communication officers yi, information officers yi, sorry, si ministries yi pour ñu gëna expose leen si yi nga xamne mom la access to information law bi soxla ñuy defee seen liggéey si ministries yi nga xamne ñu ngi fa liggéey. So under the Gambia Public Printing Corporation, headed by Wuraba, fofu tam ministry bi wax na leen ne it is a state-owned enterprise bo xamne it was established moment by Act of Parliament. So ñoom itam seen role si li ñoo liggéey bokk na di ensure ne lépp loo xam ne has to do with high quality printing work is done by them. Ding dee gis ne national events yi dee am yëpp printing si nga xam ne moom lañ dee am invitation si everything that you can think of, law books yi nga xam ne tam Ministry of Justice dañ ko dee print yooyu yëpp GPPC dañ si dee yëngu di generate revenue pour jàppale seen boppa ak tam yokk ko si coffre si government. Seen achievements itam minister listoon na ko. They have definitely a lot of transformation within institution bi depuis bim ñëwee doon state-owned enterprise, because léegi dañ am the state-owned enterprise commission. So every single state-owned enterprise boo gis dafa am pour meet certain key performance indicators yoo xam ne ñu ngi ko monitor closely. So ñoom ñëpp fi mu nekk seen rôle yëpp ak seen xalaat yëpp mooy pour ensure ne expand nañ seen client yi nga xam ne ñu ngi ñëw di liggéey ak ñoom, di ensure ne tamit quality of li ñoo def yokka nañ ko, di ensure ne tamit seen corporate governance structure biñ am mooy ni nga xam ne moom la ñoo doxalee seen liggéey within the institution revisit nañ ko, tighten nañ loose ends yi nga xam ne existoon na to ensure ne ñu generate more revenue pour seen boppa for their sustenance. Under the Gambia Radio and Television Services tam bobu headed by Director General Abdoulaye Sy, GRTS tam comme nuñ ko xamee, it was established by an Act of Parliament, and GRTS tam register na a lot of progress. For the first time léegi foo mun di nekk si dëkk bi di nga am opportunity ak chance si déglu radio bi as well as television bi from Banjul to Koina. Sen role bi nga xam ne tam government jox na leen ko mooy ñuy ensure ne suñ aada, suñ cosaan, suñ jàngale xale yi nga xam ne tamit nekk na priority si dëkk bi GRTS dañ dee make sure ne seen programme si ñoo establish yëpp dugal nañ si that culture, education, as well as empowering of citizens as part of their public service mandate. Leneen tam li nga xam ne ñoom it ñu ngi ko puugaroo mooy the fact ne ñooy the national information disseminator government. So bépp xibaar boo xam ne GRTS joxe na ko authentic xibaar la xibaar boo xam ne ñeneen ñi ñëpp ñu ngi see sukkandeku pour ñoom itam ñu mun koo joxe nationally or internationally. Digital Gambia Limited ñoom nag seen area of work dafa technical torop ñoom seen liggéey has to do with transmission frequency transmission soo ko seetloo léegi àdduna bi ñu si bari ñu ngi make money on frequency transmission. Now government dafa establish Digital Gambia Limited in October 2018 with the coming of this new government pour ensure ne analog bi nga xam ne moom lañ daan am in the past di exist migrate na into a digital terrestrial broadcasting boobu nag du ko mën a wax si olof waaye xam naa ne di ngeen jéema just get the gist of it. So léegi ñoom seen role as I said is very technical waaye I guess niñ ko doon readee understand ngeen liñ expect si ñoom. It has to do with frequency as well as generating a lot of revenue for government. Yeneen réew yu develop yëpp soo gisee ñuy def well once you establish in an institution of this sort dina generatal government xaalis bu bare bari dina joxe opportunity pour nit ñi tamit am liggéey number of employees dina yokku as well as obligation tam bi nga xam ne DGL am nañ ko si international arena bi ñoom itam ñu fulfill ko. The Information Commission bi nag moom itam bu ees boo xam ne la the government of His Excellency President Adama Barrow established na ko in September 2024 boobu tam minister wax na leen ne 5 commissioners lañ appoint. So biñ appointé commissioners yi ñoom as soon as buñ leen appointé door nañ liggéey commissioners yi nag ñoom is under the chairpersonship of Mrs. Nene Macdol Gay as the head. Mu am 5 commissioners ñu ngi am kenn ak ñoom tey fii di Emile Touré. There is also Commissioner Ya Ami Touré. There is Commissioner John Jai. ñoom ñëpp ñu ngi fa di liggéey. There's also Commissioner Baboucarr Cham. ñooy 5 yi nga xam ne ñoom la government recognize jël leen engage leen si this access to information commission pour ñu door liggéey. So ñoom depuis buñ dooree liggéey ak léegi nag am na yu bari yoo xam ne ñoom it register nañ ko. Am nañ seen press conference yuñ dee hold di xelalal nit ñi di leen xamal seen rôle di leen wax naka la ñoo doxalee seen mbir pour di am information from government. Information from government mooy laajte yi nga xam ne nit ñaa ngi ko bëgg a xam si ni nguur bi di doxalee pour mu nekk seen right. It's important ñu am commission boo xam ne mooy regulate loolu pour make sure ne jàppale na nit ñi ñu am information bi niñ ko soxlee kañ lañ ko soxla ak tam fañ ko soxlee. So loolu mooy rôle Information Commission. Suñ priority areas itam minister bi wax na leen ko. Liggéeykaay boo gis institution boo gis ñu establish is important nga am instruments yoo xam ne loi yi nga teg as well as goals ak aspirations yooyu am pour doxalee sa liggéey. So ministry bi biñ ko establish ak léegi yaagut. So minister bi wax na leen the importance of having these instruments pour mun a jàppale ñun suñ liggéey pour mun a jàppale liggéeykat yi si biir ministry bi xam fuñ jëm tamit naka lañ faa demee niñ faa demee tam lan ak lan lañ expect from ñun ñi faa liggéey as well as yan façon resources tam la ñoo soxla pour achieve li nga xam ne moom la ministre bi as well as president bi dénkañu under this ministry. So wax na leen the national communication policy strategy bi nga xam ne is very very fundamental. Wax na leen tamit the Ministry of Information Media Broadcast. Wax na leen ne tam GRTS dafa important seen act bi nga xam ne moo leen establish ñu jéem ko modernize. Baax na nit ku nekk soo nekkee ngay de jël rules yi nga xam ne mooy govern ni nga liggéeyee jéem koo jël mu nekk at par with international standards. So GRTS tam they're looking at working on loolu. Data protection privacy bill boobu tam su ñëwee in place dina nekk framework boo xam ne dina regulate processing of data in order to protect human rights ak tamit freedoms of individuals and their right to privacy. Boobu tam ñu ngi work on it. DTT transition under DGL boobu tam minister mention na ko. ATI regulation boobu tam access to information commission la jàppale pour seen act bi nga xam ne establish nañ ko ñu mun a am rules yoo xam ne mooy govern naka la ñoo manager seen boppa ba mun a gis ne seen liggéey biñ leen santa ñu ngi ko defee niñ leen ko santee. National Information Classification Policy boobu tam ministre bi dem na si wax na leen nim importante si dëkka bu nekk war nga am power pour classify information yi nga xam ne moom nga amee di ko liggéeyee classify ko not just confidential waaye tam am categories yoo xam ne moom nga ko defee in such a way ba nga xam ne di nga xam yan la public bi war a consume ak yan nga war a denca tëj ko si karnaat boo xam ne kenn du ko jot. Am na tamit yeneen media reforms yoo xam ne minister wax na leen si media reforms yooyu nag comme nim leen ko waxee media viability baax na ñu jàppale suñ mbokki journalistes yi pour journalistes yi ak media houses yi nga xam ne fa la ñoo liggéey pour make sure ne ñoom ñëpp ñu ngi exist ñu ngi liggéey ñu ngi jàppale seen boppa am financial muscle bi nga xam ne moom moo leen a war a jàppale pour seen liggéey yi ñoo liggéey mu yomba ak ñoom seen liggéeykat yi ñu employ ñu mun leen di fay ak tamit bépp sort of equipment yu ñoo soxla. So financial support bi nga xam ne mu ngi leen wax ne ñu ngi ko seet si suñ biir confirm aguñ ko su ko yàlla defee mu doon loo xam ne materialize na dina jàppale institutions yooyu bu baax a baax. wax na leen tam guidelines yu bare yoo xam ne ñu ngi ko develop. Filming permit dafa am suñ sector the issue of filming documentaries yu bari ñuy jógee si biti di ñëw si réew mi fii dañ dee ñëw di ko develop. So it's important whilst ñu ngee develop documentaries yeeg film yooyu ñu dee defar di ko génnee si biti about dëkk bi ñun tam ñu am suñ measures yoo xam ne dinañ ko put in place pour make sure ne ñu protect ñun suñ nit ñi suñ environment bi ak tamit suñ information yi suñ dëkk boo xam ne du génn si biti yaaxa ko. So filming permit si loolu laa def. Journalist si tamit comme nim ko waxee léegi-léeg nit eewu journalist la doo xam foo ko classify ku qualify ndax ku qualify. So with the coming of the guidelines for accreditation of journalists bu nekk di nga xam soo ooyee sa bopp journalist you'll be proud to stand and say ne moom la because you would have gone through a thorough scrutiny boo xam ne kenn du doubt sa talent ak sa mun sa liggéey. Guidelines yeneen yi ñu def tam mooy media in general. Da nga gis ne online media traditional media ñu ngi develop a lot of rules yoo xam ne dina scrutinize ñoom ñëpp nu ñoo liggéeyee nuñ war a doxalee nuñ war a traité send information yi nga xam ne moom la ñoo jox public bi yëpp pour make sure ne rek unity ak stability bi nga xam ne dëkk bi soxla na ko ñu ngi ko am. Another initiatives yi nga xam ne tam wax na ko mooy suñ Ministerial Townhall Mansa Kunda bi nga xam ne yéen ñëpp xam ngeen ko, it's become very popular. ñun ñoo daan oote waaye gis ngeen tey ñun ñoo nekk di ko host ñoo ko dee host waaye tey ñun lañ host monthly press conference suñu réew tam wax na leen concept bu ees buy ñëw la dafa dem into region si so dafa mel ni Mansa Kunda buñ jël rek yóbbu ko up country so region si yëpp dinañ fa am a sort of a Mansa Kunda of this sort bi ñoo am nii fii waaye boobu ñun ñooy dem fekki doomi réew yi nga xam ne ñu ngi si other side of city bi fii documentary am nañ weekly ministers update bu mu dee def on GRTS Monday briefings itam daf ko dee am Good Morning Gambia daf dee am tam coffee time with Peter Gomez bu mu dee dem Did you know figure of the day establishment of the disinformation response center. Bobu mom has to do specifically with information yi ñoo gis léegi si internet bi jaaxal na nit ñi ba nga xam ne suñ jëlut matuwaay pour make sure ne nguur bi contrôle na li nit ñi di gis di nekk loo xam ne du information bu doon dëgga daf dee mun a indi jaxasoo yu bari so ñun si ministry bi jël nañ initiative bi di sant yàlla ne ECOWAS are ready to fund it and dina nekk a game changer si li ñoo liggéey waaw that's about it I think summarize naa yëpp press conference itam listal na leen ministries yi nga xam ne ñëw nañ si ba pare recently tam ñu ngi amoon intergenerational Mansa Kunda bi ñu am bi nga xam ne xale yi from the Children's Parliament lañ indi woon ñu share ñoom itamit questions ak ministers yi and it was a successful Mansa Kunda that was held recently. So yooyu mooy yiñ leen amal strategic consultants yi tamit ñooñu seen liggéey yiñ leen a jox bari na ñooñu eventually dinañ nekk di translate messages yi nga xam ne moom la ñoo am fii si Mansa Kunda bi to local languages am na ñoo xam ne seen liggéey pour engage diaspora bi rek la pour make sure ne diaspora bi tam seen xalaat ak seen buga ñu ngi ko reflect ñun itam si suñ doxalin in the way we disseminate information. Agencies ak sectors yi nga xam ne ñu ngi si suñu ron tamit wax nañ niñ leen a repositionné pour ñu modernize leen ñoom ñëpp and I think with that dina just save time right now di gërëm ñëpp si seen déglu bi jërëjëf.
foog naa dama jël suma lenge yi parce que ministre bi nuru na ministre yi wax parce que ñaari nit rek ñoo wax benn waxtu dem na laajte yu ñëwuñ te jégal nañ ma ne ñaari vidéo fi nekk yoo xam ne itam il faut pexe amut foog ñu wone leen kon lu mel ni loolu jël naa suma lenge yi léegi ku ma jox suma micro dama laa jox time bu time bi jotee ma wax gars yi ñu fay la parce que lu ko mooy lu ñu fi tax a indi mooy laajte yi nañ doon xaw a jafe tuuti kon ñu ñaan Obi-Wan GRTS ak ñu nekk si biir fii ñu play mob si vidéo bi boobu 8 minutes la suñ paree si boobu ñu dem si suñ Ministry of Information Media and Broadcasting Services vidéo fanaa ñaari vidéo yooyu la xaw ma ndax ñu teglante leen su ko defee tay gën a lifin ñu dem si laajte yi ndax ñi itam foog ku nekk ñu jox nga introduce sa bopp so ñu dem si mob si vidéo bi incha allah.
Learning beyond boundaries, the Gambia's changing educational landscape. The Gambia has in recent years seen a significant improvement in the number of schools across the country. This has helped in improving education at the basic cycle level. Even for children in the far-flung community of Bole Banna, the dream of going to school in their own community has been realized thanks to the visionary leadership of His Excellency President Adama Barrow. These communities have faced unique challenges in accessing basic education.
It was a very, very, very good project. It's a good decision, to give people equal opportunity as people who are within the combos or within the range of accessible roads. I think it's a big, big, big achievement. It's my first time also coming this area. Yes, but there is a big population around the area. Seeing the villages and so forth. And I'm very happy that I've seen the electricity is up to the last point in the Gambia.
Limited resources, lack of infrastructure, and geographical barriers often hinder students' ability to learn.
We travel from here to Fatoto with a bicycle every day, going and coming back. Having this building is a very important thing. Yes, you can start here from ECD to grade 12, complete and move to a college or university. That one is a very important thing. We have many people here whom that they stop at grade 9, some 11 because they were traveling from here to Fatoto and they couldn't complete it. Yes, and let them continue building this kind of school to help all the students in the Gambia.
This building is very important for us because at first time we don't have a building here. Most of our people used to learn until they reach at grade 9. So they leave school because we don't have senior school here. For having this school is very important to us.
Those challenges are now being addressed through extensive investment in education.
Last year when we were here, we had problems of classrooms. Classrooms was a very big problem, and most of the buildings that are here are leaking badly. But with the intervention of MRC Holland, we were able to secure 21 classrooms. The project is ongoing, the construction is going on. I still want to make an appeal that the school should be giving consideration for general refurbishment. When we go around and then you check in some of the classrooms that are in the school, you will realize that it's an old school. This school was established since 1989, according to records. Presently, we have 37 classes that are operating in this environment. 13 in the upper basic and 24 in the lower basic.
The new Kimbuje Basic Cycle School is one of the model examples of schools built through the collaborative efforts of the MRC Holland Foundation.
They look dark because they have never been painted since post-paint.
For parents, these developments are what they've been yearning for since the worry of sending their children to faraway towns are a thing of the past.
Until they focus on project ko minata na school rote because so time mo ni me meeting wala jang every meeting ka parents ole dali nga contribution okay mo $10 lang $5 lang ka round nga tanga ko do ta parents ole bulo ko nga na classroom ol dada wala na kamol dinol student ol ni kamoti nyata nga na kamol dada kabiri ni fengo nyi ndatita nata kontanu ko so je ba ke fo lafta kan modas club kumandi pour nga parents ol encourage pour ka dinol bulo na karam moto min sati na fo isa londi kendo stop so min fana nyi projet ko nyi nata nga ala ko kontano wartam bulo ko na bakel mba tentula mba jayila
nyin karamo fana min nata lotem fana wo fana kontano wartam fe nyamen ta fo nola because woto mo ni yaji be sirangol fon man to la dinol si class o kono na firlan min bi jangi be wulila sirang kan do dinol ni bari bala kana ka sirangol se ke samba class o kono labonga katina wa fura doli ka manage lebe sila nyami bari ka bala fale pour eta sirang ka madini o bul class o kono yo ideta je de te nyala mi yalo alhamdulillah woto nin tol nata ngani foundation o je mi yedan kuma karambo ngoto se woru ngo doron bi jang se woru ngo doron bi jang fo kontano do
sante nañu yalla legi building yu bes yi nekk fi xamna ne xalé dañuy gëna takku ñu janga bu ñëk ba dañuy wax ne dama xadde wante fu mu nekk ne kenn du joy tangay kenn du joy tawte ndi classroom si yenen say bu nawet bi ñëwé fi classroom si dañ dé senna affaire bi daf dé senna be xalé duñu xam teacher si bu ñu confusé fa la xalé gëna confuse ndik do mëna tok fu toy nga mëna janga wante ñu ngi gërëm teacher si fi nekk bu baaxa baaxa man ndik lan jappalé nañ xalé bañ tollu fuñ tollu be lu bes fekkal len yàlla na leen yàlla fay.
Easier access to learning centers across the country is helping school-going children improve academic performance and increase their confidence.
We have been wanting to have such in this school, but it wasn't successful. But alhamdulillah, now we really tried our best till we got the project. And I want to thank them a lot, because last year we were finding it difficult to be in the buildings. The place wasn't conducive enough for us. We were suffering a lot.
We have now got new buildings here, because if I can fully remember, last year there were 4 classrooms for the grade 7s, and we were struggling to be comfortable in those classrooms. We were lacking furniture.
Learning beyond boundaries has become a reality for Gambian children, irrespective of their background, economic status, or region.
Honestly, down the years, it has been challenging moments, challenging times, especially when it comes to infrastructure, the learning environment. But then, it's as if now we are talking of history. It is going to be history in the sense that with these new buildings, we think that the learning environment will be better, and the students will be more focused in class, because then sometimes it is a problem. We have 2 or 3 students sitting in a desk. If it's 2, it's not a problem, but then having 3 students in the same desk is always a challenging period. And if you look at the ventilation, many a times it is a problem. But with this project, we believe that we will have more classrooms. We'll be able to enhance the learning and teaching process in the school.
It is a new reality helping to lay the foundation for the Gambia's future in improving its education sector.
Good morning, everyone. As part of our mandate at the Ministry of Information, Media and Broadcasting Services to provide proactive information to the public, but also to provide the public with timely, accurate, and authentic information, we are bringing you these weekly updates. What we do at the Mansa Kunda is that we bring a sector minister and his entire team, heads of his or her satellite institutions, to interface with the public and explain to the public what they are doing at the ministry or at the sector, but also for the public to get the opportunity to ask the minister and his or her team relevant questions concerning what they are doing.
A new era in information flow, fostering a culture of open governance. Following decades of misrule, the emergence of the new Gambia in 2016 ushered in a renewed commitment to democratic values, marked by a freer press and a government that is both accountable to its citizens and actively engaged in public dialogue.
What is your plans about it? And lan nga nekk di seetlu pour nga solve problems ci mbiri loolu tamit?
Am nga ci biir géej gi la li fa xew ñun duñ ko xam, unless it is reported to us duñ ko xam.
Is it any possibility na passport or driving license ITA 10 years, even though you guys are going to adjust the price or the cost?
It's a policy matter, and I would also want to take it in as an observation, because it's the first time we had somebody raising this to us in such a gathering. We will like to take inputs such as this question, and we will admit to work on it with our ministry.
The machinery of government has now been repositioned to serve the people, a transformation most evident in the open platform established by the Ministry of Information, Media and Broadcasting Services.
Nyim programo ngade dale president ngol en sasiala ako amala fi filo tara banko ngol ning Mansa Kunda tema ko fengo fe Mansa Kunda bar somona fa tule boy alafta banko ngol ya kalamuta bari panam banko ngol la wasio ila jakali kul ila kolya kul anila miro alafta Mansa Kunda fane bo kalama wala nga nyim programo ke nga fa Ministerial Townhall lokum fulan ka ministry kelen fenang anala timo be yena e nen sini banko ngol kacha banko ngol se nyinin kay be la ministry tamandi ka nyaadi le bay to finansa fo banko ngol ye e be la ministry tamandi ka nyaadi le.
For several months, various government ministries have participated in the Mansa Kunda Ministerial platform. taking turns to engage the public on critical national development matters. Notable progress has been made in this vital sector. In addition to the Mansa Kunda platform, the ministry holds regular press briefings to inform the public on key government initiatives. Significant improvements are visible across the agencies under the Ministry of Information. The Gambia Radio and Television Services, GRTS, is progressing in its digital transformation with state-of-the-art studios at Radio Gambia and enhanced technologies at the Kanifing Television Studios. Efforts are also underway to expand the national broadcaster's reach with plans to establish news stations across all regions of the country. Through the Department of Information Services, the ministry has recently taken steps to revitalize the Gambia Daily, ensuring its continued relevance and sustainability. Additionally, communications officers have been deployed to all ministries to strengthen government communication. These developments extend beyond broadcasting and print media. The Gambia Printing and Publishing Corporation has also performed commendably throughout this period.
Thank you. I'll do the introductions of the high table. We go straight to questions and answers. I have Hadi and Ramatullah on standby. Far closest to me is Mr. Lamin Sedikan. He heads Digital Gambia. And next to him is Director General of Gambia Radio and Television Services, Mr. Abdullahi C. Next to him is the Permanent Secretary, Mrs. Kodo L. Jabang Senghor. And next to her is the Honorable Minister of Information, Dr. Ismaila Cisse. Next to him is Isa Davies, Director at the Department of Information Services. And last not the least, Mr. Wuraba from Gambia Publishing and Printing Corporation. Questions, 2 from this side, 2 from that side. Please direct your questions directly to any of them, and they'll respond accordingly. So we start with you, Hadi. Get me 2 people there. Honorable Minister, you are not allowed to ask questions. Comment? Because he's a cabinet member, say anything you want, sir. Yes. Member of the public today from Central River. We have to give him a mic.
Thank you very much.
Is it on, Ramatullah? Yes.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister and your team. Just a quick one, since we don't have time. Having listened to all what the ministry have said, the minister, the peers, and all of it, I have a question. Today, we have seen the increase. AIDS is on the increase. We have a strong youth folk in this country. What is the GRTS doing and other media organs of the ministry to talk about AIDS, to educate our children, our youths about AIDS?
HIV/AIDS?
Yes. Okay. Number 2, the issue of diabetes has become a concern in this country. Hypertension. In other countries, people have programs to educate their populace as to what to eat, when to eat, what to do to avoid this, and even when they have this problem, they are educated how to manage it. What are we doing at the level of GRT, Ministry of Information, to educate our population? The number of people who are dying is alarming. Something needs to be done to educate our people. Thank you.
So from this side, there's question 1. DG will be on standby. Can we have another person? There's a lady at the back, Ramatullah. No, you give the mic to him. She will stand up if it's for sign language. Yes. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, everyone. Greetings to the high table. My name is Ndai Cisse. I am a sign language teacher and also a member of the Gambia Federation of the Disabled. I want to ask this question to the Honorable Minister. You talk about the achievement your ministry is doing in the Gambia, and also you talk about the work of GRTS. So I want to make this recommendation and also make an appeal with regards to sign language interpretation service in the GRTS, because we've been advocating for this for a long time now, advocating for interpretation service during newsly broadcasting so that the deaf and hard of hearing people can know what is happening in the Gambia, because we are citizens and it's our right to know what is happening in our country. And we can only know this through sign language interpretation. It is already recognized by our laws, the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, and also the Persons with Disability Act. So we want the minister to do something so that we can have sign language interpreters on TV. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. So Hadi, give me two from there, then we go direct to the answers. Go ahead. Name, media house.
Not a media house, university student, please.
Okay, please introduce yourself, sir.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum warahmatullah, everybody. I am Abdulatif Tabari, a final year computer science major at the University of the Gambia, and also, am I audible? Yeah, I am.
We can hear you. Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, and also the Minister of Information of the students of ICT. My question is, since the world is migrating to whatsoever is available on their phone, does the ministry have anything or any thought about migrating public information into a unified public archive where, because usually if there's a public information and then you want it from, let's say, Ministry of Defense, you have to go to Ministry of Defense and then they will give you what they want to give you. So, for example, you are on a research and then you have to visit several offices, public offices. You need to go to these places individually, which is a lot of work. If the ministry can unify public information on in an online archive that is available to the public, that would be very, very applauded. It's kind of
thank you.
Suggestion.
Thank you. One more question from Hadi, your end. One more. Feel free, everyone, to ask in Mandinka or any other local language.
My name is Ansu Singate. I'm a businessman. My question is going to the Ministry of Information. Other countries, I'm seeing that their YouTube channels, you can monetize it. But in the Gambia, most of the YouTube channel owners, they cannot monetize their YouTube channels. So what is the ministry doing to solve that problem so that the owner of the YouTube channels can monetize their channels? Thank you very much.
Okay, there's 4 questions. Honorable Minister, you'll begin and you can distribute the questions as you please. For DG, you have a mic there, you can come here as well. It should be on.
Hello, okay. Good evening. Thank you, Honorable Minister, for giving us this opportunity. PS, the Honorable Ministers here and senior government officials, and my colleagues, the media. Head on, Honorable Minister Ba asks about what we can do to fight non-communicable diseases. Well, we have a Check Health, that is a program called Check Health, and we are working with NANA as well. If you do follow, we work with NANA. We have programs with them where they educate the public, tell them what to eat and what not to eat. Can it scale further? Yes, and we'll work on that because it's work in progress. The other thing, the person who asks about sign language, we've been doing sign language here at yes. HIV.
They ask them questions. They tell them how to live with the disease. That's what we are interested in. Experts to be invited on GRTS to talk to our people to tell them what to do, when to do it, how to do it.
Honorable, I think that's a good observation. We'll scale it on. We'll discuss with the Ministry of Health so that they can provide the expertise we carry on. Some years ago, AIDS was in the limelight, and for some reason, it has gone off radar. And it's good that you've observed that it needs to come back on. We need to be more focused, and we need to be more dedicated. And that has to be a holistic approach. GRTS, all the media, and all the other public service sectors, so that together we can handle the challenge. We will do that, and we'll be glad if the Honorable Minister can help us pioneer this one by helping us to coordinate better with the Ministry of Health to get more experts to talk on health. Not only AIDS, but many other areas that people need to understand. Because as lifestyles change, health issues are coming up. Developing countries are currently getting richer. There was just this report out recently. Formerly, obesity used to be the problem of well-off countries. but trends are changing. Developing countries are also becoming richer, and lifestyles are changing. As they change, more processed foods are becoming accessible, and as they become accessible, people become unhealthy. So that's an observation that is well noted, and we'll work on it. Honorable Minister, I hope you are satisfied.
Sign language?
Thank you.
Sign language was also...
Sign language, we've been doing sign language before. We've been working with the disabilities organization to work on sign language. We call it special news. For some reason, it went off radar. And later, last year, we did talk with them to discuss on how best we can do this. In fact, we asked their organization to send us volunteers, people who can do things for us. Then later, we can scale it up. But for some reason, it didn't take off. But then the process is ongoing. Hopefully, next year, you'll be able to see something. We'll work it out. Thank you.
No, we are not waiting till next year to do that. This is critical, it's urgent. We have to do it this month.
This month, okay.
No, not next year. We cannot do it next year. It's their fundamental right to get access to information across, especially a state broadcaster. They pay taxes, and these taxes are used by GRTS. You have to do this month, and we are working to do it.
We will do so. Thank you.
Okay, the Digital Gambia has a contribution. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much, Honorable Minister, Honorable Ba. You've raised a very important concern here. At DGL, I think we are very central to this particular health issue you've raised. We've discussed that after putting up the DTT infrastructure, the government could have dedicated channels specifically for health, education, and agriculture, and also to promote government policies. And I think having dedicated channels for only health, agriculture, and education, all these issues, all this health education could be fully featured using those channels.
In other words, you'll have a channel that will run 24 hours on health, exclusively.
Yeah. Yes. It's even in one of our documents, DGL, that we authored. It's even there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honorable Minister?
Though it's a strong suggestion to the government.
A centralized information portal where everything government can be accessed online, regardless of ministry.
Thank you. I think currently what we have is all governments have a website. Sorry, all ministries, MDs, are supposed to have a website, and we upload all documents, regulations, policies, guidelines in this website, and all information. But MOGDI, the Ministry for Digital Economy, is working on what they call a government web portal, which will integrate all these websites into one website. It's a one-stop shop where you can go and get any information you need from any ministry, any policy, any regulation. If you want to, it's mostly for researchers as well and people who want to know or get public information. So MOGDI is working with that. I think very soon they will launch it. And when that is launched, it's a one-stop shop for government information. That's the government web portal, and that can help you access public information anyhow you want it. So we are working on that platform.
I have one more last.
Now, the question asks about monetizing YouTube. That is for digital economy. They are coming on the 3rd of October. That is not within our mandate as a ministry. It's the mandate of digital economy. They are coming on the 3rd, and perhaps you can save that question for them when they come on their own Mansa Kunda. Thank you.
This is the last one, sir. Okay.
This goes to GPT, Gambia Publishing
and Printing Corporation.
A couple of years ago, we inaugurated a huge machine. And we were told that you'll be making thousands of books on a daily basis. You have the capacity to do that. Now we are facing 3 cycles of elections: presidential, parliamentary, and local councils. We as politicians spend hundreds of millions of dollars on printing. And most of this money is spent outside the Gambia.
True.
What are you doing to prepare your corporation to grab that money so that this money don't go out of the Gambia and that your institution will be ready to offer services to people who want to use them to save our country?
And in your response, it should be across all political lines. I think that's what the Honorable Minister is saying.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. I think the Minister alluded earlier to the development that happened in 2025 that GPPC has undergone. We are ready to consolidate those developments by investing in new machines to improve and expand our production capacity and also improve the quality of printing. I am coming there. I'm just getting it there. The big machine that was purchased had not have all the organs it was required to come with. For example, the compressors were left behind, and it didn't come with the right compressors. So we are working to ensure that we get the right compressors for that machine and ensure that we put the machine into full use. So, but we are constrained obviously by finance, but strategies are being put in place to address that big problem. It's a big problem for us, of course, and then it's difficult for us to get back to the supplier, but we are trying to work around that to see how best we address that price. It's a major concern for us.
Thank you. Now we go ahead. Hadi, 2 questions from your end. Please make the questions short. We have about 25 minutes to go. 2 there, 2 here again.
Assalamu alaikum to you all. I go by the name Mustafa Dabo from University of the Gambia, School of Nursing and Reproductive Health. My question goes to the Honorable Minister himself. You've highlighted your plans to counter disinformation, and does that include a partnership with fact-checkers and fact-checking organizations in the Gambia?
Thank you. Next question. Same. We'll do that and then we'll come to you guys. Ramatullah, be on standby.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Aissatou Bella Diallo, a representative of the Law Students Association. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister, for that insightful presentation. I was actually going to have a question regarding the scenario that you talked about, but light was shed on it by the PS. Thank you so much. And yeah, I am very much happy about that, and I would be so much delighted if that comes into action. We would really need that. We, the rural people, we really need that to be engaged and to know what is going on in the country. And I also have one question. Since I'm here representing the Law Students Association, I wanted to know how the ministry can engage the law students to sensitize and also promote advocacy. When I say sensitize, I mean to sensitize the public or the citizens with regards to their rights, responsibilities, and privileges. Because we have the Constitution in books and we also have it in soft copies. But then if you look at it, people that are not educated or people that have not gone to school cannot actually know what is going on, what are the
Madam,
rules.
I'm afraid you would sue me, so
I'm
trying to be careful not to cut you, but you are...
Okay, so I just wanted to know how the ministry can involve the law students to be able to sensitize the public with regards to their rights.
You are not even a lawyer yet, you are done now. Prof, what did you do at UTG? You see the way, Prof, they introduce themselves? University of the Gambia Law School. University of the Gambia Digital School for Media. You know, Kujango Jusumalambao. Thank you very much. Let's do the 2 here. Yes.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister.
You would want to stand, no? Thank you, sir.
My name is Papa Uge from, I still consider myself from the diaspora. And thank you, Honorable Minister, and your team. We are very happy that, you're getting government closer to the citizens and empowering them with information. But on top of that, we also have to be very critical of information as well. So it's important that citizens are showing up to scrutinize, whatever government is presenting to them. So my question is going to be around one area. So you mentioned that there were 5, media houses or content developers, that were actually awarded,
You're saying this and you're looking at me. Look at the minister.
I don't even know if you were part of them.
I
but,
am. Actually, I was.
Okay, good. So, by the way, you're doing a fantastic job too. But my question is, have we gotten value for money, and did they all deliver? That's my
Value
question.
for money, did they all deliver? One more question. There's a lady at the back there. I want to have her. That one there. Yes. They didn't renew it this year, so maybe there was no value. I'm just saying.
Good evening, everybody. I am Awada Costa. I work with the civil society. So my question would hover around the issue of transparency and accountability. the minister have mentioned frameworks that have already been set up, including the Access to Information Commission, which is very commendable. But I want to ask the minister whether there are also some sort of M&E mechanisms and framework to also see whether the issue of transparency and accountability, all these mechanisms that have been put in place, is actually yielding results. Because issues of accountability and transparency are something that the public actually will talk about, and these are things, concerns that should not be dismissed.
Thank you. Welcome, sir. Former SG, Mr. Sala. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming.
Mr. Sala.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Yes. Dr. Yama, I see you. Thank you. Hey, I see you too. Yes, you. I see you.
And I see you too.
And PS, I see you. You're hiding. PS Mopsy, welcome. Please.
Question has to do with whether we are engaging fact checkers. Yes, we are engaging fact checkers. In fact, last week I think I had a meeting with Fact Check Gambia at my office, and we are planning a series of initiatives to particularly to ensure what we call information integrity. I'm just from Cape Verde, where we had a conference with UNESCO on information integrity. We realized that in West Africa and in Sahel, the integrity of information is eroding, which is becoming a threat to peace and stability in the sub-region, but also eroding the legitimacy of governments. So we had a meeting, and when I came back, we are going to replicate such a conference in the Gambia, and we are working with Fact Check Gambia to make sure that we implement that conference in the Gambia, where we invite anybody, any stakeholder that holds public information or that disseminates information, being traditional leaders, religious leaders, journalists, TikTokers, YouTubers, bloggers, you name it. All of them will come for a 2-day session on training and conference to understand the importance of information integrity, but also to identify and counter misinformation and disinformation. So yes, we are working with fact checkers. The second question has to do with the value for money. Yes, there was value for money. We did an assessment after the contract ended, and then the 5 media houses did a fantastic job, and one of the content developers did a very good job. One of them didn't deliver as expected, therefore the contract was terminated even before the end of the entire contract. But the 5 media houses and the 1 content developer did a fantastic job. They all submitted their deliverables, and the assessment was very good. They helped us in popularizing government agenda. They helped us in promoting proactive disclosure of information. So we are very happy with that. The reason why we didn't extend the contract is because we have other ideas in engaging the Gambian media, which we think will be more productive.
I think there is another question here also for you.
The monetary aspect of the YouTubers as well.
No, that's for digital economy.
No, the law student, yes. That one, I think I'll let Aisha Davis to answer that question. Do you have any plans to engage law students? I know that you have information officers that you deploy to different ministries. Maybe perhaps if there are no plans, you can see how what you can do to ensure that we engage law students. Because it's important, as we get closer to elections, citizens must understand electoral laws, civic education. We want to also partner with national civic education as well. So perhaps maybe if you have any ideas, you can also share with us.
It's on, Mark.
It should be on.
It's on.
Or borrow the ministers.
No, maybe we will need to engage them and then see how we can partner with them to conduct some sensitization activities. Because we are involved in various sensitization activities, but maybe we can invite the Law Students Association, and then we can see how we can partner with them and then embark on maybe countrywide sensitization activities. That is something that we can explore. We were not doing it, but since you spoke about it, then maybe we can look at it, and then we'll find a way of engaging you, and then we can partner and then conduct these activities, just as the minister said, especially now that we are heading towards elections. Thank you.
I think there's one question from Madam Da Costa about transparent, about M&E. Yes. Fortunately, we don't have the chair of the ATI, but we are one of the commissioners. Do you have any M&E frameworks?
Thank you very much. Honorable Minister. We're currently working on our instruments. This is why I think 2 weeks back we validated our ATI. Currently, we have developed various instruments, including a communication policy. And in that regard, it would be important to point out that we are in the process of working with partners to building capacity of civil society actors, as well as university students. So pertaining to the question that was posed by the university student, it would be important to point out that the Access to Information Commission would move heavily and hard to making sure that we build your capacity on how to access government information, because it has come to our understanding that most of the people who request information from public bodies do not do it in accordance with law. So it is important to build the capacity of civil society actors, university students, as well as policymakers. We are also working on developing an M&E strategy with a view to making sure that we know the various impacts that are being made by government institutions as well as our very institution, because we are also accountable to the people. So like I said earlier, we are working on various instruments, and when we develop these instruments, we will invite everybody, whether you are from civil society or what is your name again, UTG or MAJAC or whatever, we'll invite you to partake in the validation. There's a likelihood that in 2 weeks' time, we would validate our information manual as well as our standard operating procedures. So we would invite everybody, because when we talk about access to information, it should be borne in mind that in order for us to nurture our objectives, everybody should play his or her part. So therefore, it is our view that with collective endeavors, we can nurture our objectives. We were recently, like the minister said, we were recently in Cabo Verde to partake in the integrated workshop that was organized by UNESCO. And it might interest you to know that Gambia is a pace setter when it comes to access to information. I know some of you would be kind of like, oh no, you know what I mean, he is painting a good picture of the Gambia government. But it is important to give flowers where they are due. We were there, and we have come to realize that when it comes to proactive disclosure, the Ministry of Information is second to none in West Africa.
Thank you. Thank you. Online question before we come back to the floor. 2 here, 2 there. DG, I think this is for you. It says, what is GRTS doing to expand their sports coverage, especially of the national team, when they play away games? The Minister of Sports responded to this, but perhaps the person asking the question didn't. But when we come back, maybe you can answer as well. So let's go again. 2 here, 2 there. Please, let's go ahead, madam. There's a mic there. Okay. We go with you, somebody.
Okay. Okay, jërëjëf maa ngi tudd Amath Kebe joye ko Paradise TV ñi jaajëfal jëwriñ gi ci jéego bi nga xam ne jël na ko benn am naa ñaari laaj benn bi mooy ci wàllum licence pour radio yi gisoon neen depuis nga ñëw ba léegi embargo bi jeex gisagum benn radio station boo xam ne registré na te am nañu bëggoon licence bi ko gisoon ne ñu bari ñoo xam ne already bil neen seen radio si bot ba léegi amaguñ licence bëgg na ñoo xam process pour licence bi beneen bi dina dem ci GRTS seen directeur général bi mooy su fekkee ne ki nga xam ne moo nekk njiitum réew mi ngi tukki wala vice président mostly li ci gën a bari pour ñuy xam lan moo sabab tukki bi pour ñoom suñ demee daf dee nekk problème mostly lu ñu dee gis rek mooy pictures leen dee gis naka ngeen di def ba nga xam ne kii ànd ak président bi dana mën a share information bi nga xam ne am na ko ci tukki boobu nga xam ne demoon na ko beneen bi mooy wax nga ne
it's enough, sir. It's enough. You asked 2 questions. Let's go to next. Hi, Fula Bai. There is one here. Yes. Stand up, please, sir. Go ahead.
All right. Good evening to you all. And thank you so much, Honorable Minister and the team, for being here. And my question will be, Excuse me, I'm Aliu Juara anyway, the Secretary General of Mansa, University of the Gambia.
University of the Gambia.
Excuse me. My question will be going to the representative from GPPC, and that's what plans do they have to reinforce the publishing aspect of their mandate? Because we have a lot of young writers here that are endeavoring to write, but they struggle to reach the wider audience out there, and therefore they look for publication sources from Nigeria and other countries, and which sometimes can be expensive for Gambian writers. What plans do you have to increase the audience and then the opportunity for writers? Because there is a paradigm shift now in the aspect of writing in the country. Here and there we see people writing, but the challenges are too much.
Thank you. Let's go there again too. Someone has a mic there. Yes, go ahead.
Good evening. My name is Sahna Ann, a student of Media Academy for Journalism and Communication, and also an intern at the Department of Information. My question goes to the Honorable Minister. What specific achievement is your ministry most proud of, and how has this achievement impacted the life of the Gambian people? Thank you.
Thank you. There's another lady here as well, in the black scarf. Yes, that one.
Thank you very much. I would also like to do it like the UTG style. My name is Des.
Yes, so go ahead.
My name is Bintu Cham, and I am a health communication officer from the Ministry of Health. And I'd like to say a big thank you to Honorable Ahmad Ba for raising that issue of AIDS and health communications on NCDs. And I'd also like to thank the Minister of Information and GRTS for cooperating with us, because it has always been an issue of inviting the Directorate of Health Promotion and Education to the Werguyaram show, to the Health Check show, but I feel like we still have a limitation. So I'd like to recommend that GRTS, Mr. Abdulaisi, if you could please allocate a whole time for just the Health Communication Directorate, so that every week we have a specific date that is not based on invitations. Because the ones that we have, we are normally invited. But we would like to have this one as our own show.
Thank you.
And also, we have a team that is responsible for making health communication videos. So if you could connect us with your videographers so that they help us in increasing our skills. I think you have this discussion with the minister some time ago. So please work on
Thank
that.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This is the chance that I have, so I would utilize it.
Yes. Thank you very much. So we come back. Responses, Honorable Minister, who does what?
Yes, so I think I have two questions that I need to answer. One has to do with the licensing. Moi ki joge Paradise. Wow, digala. Dafa am embargo bu nekkoon ci radio license application. Buñ lifté license bi, but conditional lifting lañ def. Moy lan? Légui soy apply pour license pour radio dafa nek radio bo xamné dafa wara serve countrywide wala mu nek lo xamné dafa serve only rural areas like community radios. Lutax ñu def lolu moy spectrum bi mo xawa jé in urban Gambia. Am nañ commencé di bari urban Gambia bi nga xamné spectrum bi doyut. Légui lu ñu def moy légui dañ ko lift conditionally si condition bi nga né soy apply légui nationwide la mo nek war nga am capacity bi wala rural Gambia. Légui su dé nit ñi apply lu nekul ci ñun. Be pare dafa jël time because so apply pour nga di apply pour dafa def sen assessment evaluate sa kiti technical evaluation dañu def financial evaluation dañu def operational evaluation administrative dañu def all evaluations loolu na daf da jël tuuti time te buñ lifté ak légui motut ñaari weer xamna am nañu apply nak waye pour ñu ngi liggéey ñu gis né ñu tek ko ci yoon sata yi nga xam ne yooyu lañ tek pour nga mëna am license ñu toppa sata yoon te ñu ko mëna yakamti waye képp ko xam ne apply nga te qualify nga suko pura analyse evaluate ñu recommend pour ma approve ko man de yaga suma table ma ko de approve si sasi. Now the other question has to do our achievements
your most outstanding.
Well, I think everyone is out, all of them are outstanding. That is the problem here. So I don't know which one I'll choose.
I think the lady wants you to choose one.
But I think it'd be difficult to choose one because they're all interconnected. The ecosystem of information sharing is complex. We cannot choose one and say this is the most outstanding because they're interrelated. For example, you do the Mansa Kunda. Yes, but you need to also get communication consultants to break this Mansa Kunda into different local languages and share it into different platforms that people can access. Not everybody watches television, not everybody listens to the radio. There are some who are on TikTok, There are some who are on YouTube. Some only listen to WhatsApp audio, Siforumi. So we have a special team in place that takes press conferences. Look at the press releases, for example. They're in English press, but how many Gambians read English? So we need to get these press releases, break them down into audios, translate into local languages, and share them in platforms that people can access them. So all these are kind of interrelated. But I think, broadly speaking, to just summarize, the most important achievement of this ministry is that we have bridged the gap between the public and the government insofar as information sharing is concerned. Now the public have access to information. Nobody can tell you now. They don't know what is happening in government. And government also cannot tell you, they don't know what the public perceptions are. Because I'm on the radio at least 3 times a week, live radio, and I open the lines. I go to GRS on Thursday mornings. I go to Star TV sometimes on Friday mornings. On Tuesday, I'm on Peter Gomez. And the lines are open to do what? To answer questions that the public are raising, but also to get feedback. And I take this feedback to government. I'll call Honorable Hamad Ba and say, and then we'll work on it. So it means that that feedback loop that we create between the public and the government, but also making sure the public has access to proactive, not only proactive, but also authentic, relevant, timely, accurate information is one of our most outstanding achievements.
Okay. Is there any question on answer?
Yes.
Which one? Okay.
On publishing.
Publishing books. Yeah, you're on. I could hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. GPPC before was only engaged in printing. As of last year or year before, we started publishing. Currently, we're working with AGAS, that is the Association of Gambian Authors for Schools, who author textbooks for grade 10 to 12, and we're printing and publishing them. We recently also met WAG, I think they call the Writers Association of the Gambia. We also discussed with them to see how best we work with them to ensure that we offer printing, publishing services. We are also open to publish for any author in this country. We are expanding and we're investing heavily to, in fact, digitalize the operations of the publishing department, not only for books, but also even gazetted documents. So we're working towards that direction.
Okay, I give you 1 minute to say anything you wanted to say that you didn't have the chance to say.
Yes.
Last words.
2025 has been a year of achievement for GPPC. Looking at the strategic partnership we've started to establish, and also the trainings that we've undertaken to ensure that we increase productivity and focus on delivering on our mandate. We want GPPC to be a reliable partner to government and the broader Gambian economy. So going forward, we will invest heavily to allay the fears of the Honorable Minister here to ensure that the millions that are being spent outside on printing are retained nationally, because we believe GPPC was established for sovereignty and national security, and the long-term goal would be to print national documents here, like the passport, the ID card, etc. So with the help of the board, we have been very supportive, and our line ministry, we are working towards that direction, and I can assure you that in the near future we'll achieve that.
Thank you. Pass it to Director of Information Services. 1 minute, Ma, say anything you wanted to say that you didn't get a chance to.
Okay, I just wanted to emphasize on what the minister said. The Department of Information's mandate is to make sure that we coordinate government's communication. So right now, we only have communication officers in ministries. So now we want to appoint communication officers also. We want to decentralize this to make sure that communication officers are also posted, in the regions, so that we can get news from the regions. News will not just be centered within the Greater Banjul area. We want news to reach the population from the farthest part of the country. So we want regional information. We want to appoint regional information officers who will be working closely with district governors so that news from the regions can reach each and every corner of the country, and news from within the Greater Banjul area also will reach the regions. That's what I wanted to say.
Thank you. DG, there were 2 questions that were pending. One on the football and the other one on the travel, or whether we get live update of the president when he's abroad.
Yes, okay. He was saying like when the president or the vice president travels, we only see pictures, nothing comes on.
Yeah.
Maybe let me answer that in Olaf, because he asked in Olaf. I think Danyam did a special team when you attach for the State House for both the president and vice president. When you dem, then they under team bobu non, then they have reports. So how ma naka nga waxe ne ñooñu pictures rek lañ dee send dañ dee def live reports dañ dee report. So they follow news. The loolu dañ ko dee def in the local languages tamit. Radio Gambia dañ ko dee def into the local language. Ñun tamit dañ ko dee def on television si local languages. Xëj na I don't know. Xëj na yow maa dang ko dee follow. Pour yéen ngeen mun koo jot. Waaw okay léegi understand naa loolu is very easy. mun ngeen ko jël from the social media side mun ngeen ko jël from Facebook mun ngeen ko jël from YouTube. Leneen tamit mun ngeen koo def mun ngeen a coordinate ak ñun ñu jox leen ko because ñun bu ñu ñëwee dañ yaatal géew gi dañ xëjal ñëpp dañ ne GRTS du compétiteur GRTS collaborateur ak ñëpp ñoom Paradise xam nañ ñeneen xam nañ ñëpp lañ boole ñun dañ yaatal géew gi soo leen bëggee clip dinañ leen ko jox because suñ leen ko joxee ngeen yaatal ko dafaa jël ne publicity for government dafaa gën a yaatu so loolu amuñ si benn problème beneen bi mooy yes honorable yaa seen excellent.
No, I don't know what they got.
Okay, good. So
the football one.
Football, let me give context and perspective because nit ñi gënu ñoo xam football nu moo doxee Gambia su ñoo play ñuy wax ne yéen walewu leen match bi nekku ne da ngaa seen journalist rek to Morocco wala Guinée Bissau mu cover ko déedéet FIFA wala CAF ñoo dee joxe rights te rights yooyu dañu seer very very expensive foog nga fay ñun nag mun nañu bugga nañu waaye amuñu doole bi ñu ne bugg a jóg taxut a jóg mën a jóg a tax a jóg mën a guñu taxul nag am na yoo xam ne dañ deleen a cover last year Cup of Nations dañu caajoon xam ngeen ñaata $500,000 loolu soo ko xayma si dalasi dana ba maybe around $40 million small Gambia loolu xam nga Gambia du ko mun suñu amee xaalis bi tamit xëj na xaalis bi am na fu ko gën a yelloo waxuma ne football lii de waaye 40 million for football naka lañ def using our own means ñun suñu own coobare GRTS dañ negotiate with the rights providers yi ba ñu dem si suuf a suuf ba ñu dem up to $120,000 loolu nag mbooloo bi wala public yi duñ ko xam te seen coobare la tamit seen right la tamit ñoom faale wuñu luñ bëgg a mooy let them see on the screen nañ ko dégg tamit on the radio waaye on the background lu seen dox it's difficult de dafa jafe de broadcasting xaalis moo ko dee yóbbu soo amul enough xaalis di nga bëgg a def dara waaye doo ko mën a def waaye ñu see dox nag and we have a very proactive minister ñu ngi work ak moom di liggéey ak moom di gis ne whatever needs to be done inshallah work has started nañ si jublu thank you very much. Honorable, you happy?
DG, your people are saying they'll cut up for news, so we'll give Digital Gambia 1 minute, then the minister or PS will do the closing.
Have more questions. There are not many questions directed to us.
But GRTS is threatening us. They say they're going to news for 10 o'clock. Yeah. So we give you 1 minute quickly, then the minister will close.
Okay. Thank you very much. Our assignment is about technology and evolving technology. Now, technology is all about creation of industries, creation of jobs. For our particular case, what are these industries? It's the creation of TV studios, TV stations, and the TV stations, as long as they are created, more jobs are going to be created. And the promotion of entrepreneurship in the media industry. Most TV stations, even in the developed world, are more relying on independent producers. And independent producers, these are self-employed people who produce films, who produce documentaries, and rent it out to media houses, or even sell it out to media houses.
Thank you.
Somebody asked a very important question here.
Your people are threatening me. They want to pull me off. Okay.
No, let me just answer that. And the Honorable Minister said there is scarcity of a commodity, a natural commodity. Frequency. It is because of that scarcity that was the cause of the migration from analog to digital, what the Honorable was saying here. And in fact, this migration is applied to radio. Some countries, Ghana is gone digital radio. One frequency for radio handles 20 radio channels. 4 frequencies carry 80 channels. So if we migrate, that is going to solve that issue. Radio congestion, I don't have my license, all those complaints are going to go over. In fact, the government is going to have in store frequency that they may use for other
purposes.
technologies.
Thank you. Thank you. Honorable Minister, GRTS is on my neck.
I know. Thank you very much. I thank all the honorable ministers who are present here today to support us, and also all the senior government officials, advisors, PSs, DPSs, the media, but also to thank you, the host today, for a wonderful program. Like we said, the mandate of the ministry is to promote proactive disclosure of information, to promote accountability and transparency